It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you on Thursday. We are getting close to Friday, so hang in there one more day. But as we get closer, we're going to do some news.
One more day closer.
That's right.
Here is a story out of West Plains. You could argue it's a much safer community. Perhaps a man and woman in their 40s are both jailed for trafficking a lot of drugs in that area. Police say they picked up 13 ounces of meth, 250 fentanyl capsules, and 6 grams of fentanyl. Wow. Not in capsules. Just a trace amount of that can kill you. So a officer says that him and a K-9 deputy helped in that seizure, and those 2 people are jailed tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot more refugees, by the way, are making their way to Missouri, which I guess should come as no surprise. Thousands more over the last couple of years. The Office of Refugee Administration says so far this year, about 3,300 people have been resettled in Missouri. In 2023, so last year, that number was 1,600 people. And 2 years ago, 2022, the number was at 730. So if you add that all up, it's about 6,000 people, almost 6,000. Most of them wind up, of course, in Kansas City or St. Louis. They say Afghanistan and Ukraine are 2 popular countries from where they come due to wars there.
Yeah. It's interesting. We seem to have a high Ukrainian population. I don't know, high. But, there's a community inside the community that is, it seems Ukrainian. Maybe there's some Russian in there. I don't know exactly, but I think it's a lot Ukrainian, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've met several pastors like at different churches that I have spoken at who are Ukrainian and or Russian, actually. And yeah, I love their sense of community, honestly, because they are a communal people.
They are.
And America is so autonomous to a fault, honestly.
Well,
in my opinion.
Yeah. Somebody with knowledge was telling me about how they kind of travel together. They relocate in groups, which is interesting because then they keep their community that gives them strength to be able to move somewhere completely new because they have people around them, a village, as it were.
Yeah.
Hey, the outbreak of food poisoning at some McDonald's locations across the country, including here in Missouri, continues. Missouri has 8 cases so far. We know at least 104 people have been sickened, 34 hospitalized across the country. It's an E. coli outbreak that's been tied to onions on the McDonald's Quarter Pounder. 1 person has lost their life. 4 others developed a potentially life-threatening kidney disease. So that E. coli is serious stuff, as you know.
It's the strangest thing to me, too, that it's the onions. I mean, you would think it would be like the meat, like the onion seems like so insignificant. It's just impressive, I guess, maybe is the accurate word for how potent something can be from such a small source, like a bacteria that comes out of such a small thing, like an onion,
Yeah. I think they're raw on the Quarter Pounder. I don't know if cooking would have any effect or not, honestly, but I think they're raw on the Quarter Pounder, as I remember from my Quarter Pounder eating days.
I don't remember that to be true, but maybe. I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've had a Quarter Pounder. Nothing against the Quarter Pounder. I'm just saying it's been a minute since I've had one.
With cheese. I don't even know if they have a Quarter Pounder. I think it's a Quarter Pounder with cheese, right? That's how it is.
I don't even know. I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Big week for a new restaurant coming to town in an old historic landmark in Springfield. The Table Restaurant, being opened by 2 sisters who we know, is going in at the long vacant flour mill site in North Springfield near Chestnut Expressway and National. You've seen the site many times as you drive by. This is going to be a great way to take that from kind of a blighted area into something super cool and kind of a destination.
Yes, it's going to be called The Table.
Yeah.
Which is so appropriate. We know the sisters, Renee Texter, Sherry Perkins. In fact, they were like our wedding planners.
They did, yeah. Did an
because I do not
job.
have a strong suit in anything decoration, wardrobe. These are not in my skill set. And so, so thank you to Renee and Sherry. They were lovely, and I'm super excited for them. I mean, and public, for the restaurant, but I'm excited for them because how cool is that?
Yep.
2 sisters are like joint business partners,
Yeah, it'll be a coffee shop there, and breakfast, lots of good stuff. Should be finished by the spring or early summer. They had a groundbreaking this week, so work is getting underway, and we're excited about that.
Yep.
There have been a lot of questions. I don't know if you know this. I know this. There have been a lot of questions about who will carry St. Louis Cardinals and Kansas City Royals games, because it's been a whole thing with it was Fox Sports Midwest, and then it was Bally Sports. Now it's, what is it? FanDuel Sports. Anyway, it went through a few iterations. They can't seem to make money on the whole TV thing for baseball. But here's where it stands now. FanDuel Sports Network just cut a deal with Amazon Prime to add a subscription service for fans to stream games of the team in their market. And here, I think it's both. I think we would get both the Cardinals and the Royals, or at least maybe you get to choose one of the two, but we have options for both, is my understanding. And it would be, and if you have Amazon Prime, that doesn't mean you get it. You have access to it. You then pay an additional subscription fee for the baseball games. Here in Springfield and the Ozarks, we should have the option of seeing that. We'll see how it comes. More details are on the way. The agreement with Prime Video just announced this week. But if you have some kind of cable service, satellite service that has FanDuel, you won't need to get that subscription because it will be part of your already subscription plan to whatever it is you have that includes FanDuel Sports Midwest. So it's confusing.
It feels confusing. But Cardinals fans, you're following it. I trust that you'll figure it out. Well, I know that Ethan will. He'll pass it along when he has a better grasp.
I would rather
he's talking about. It's going to be great.
To be honest, I'd rather the Cardinals get a better team, and then I'll figure out how I'm going to see them. Right now,
that's rude.
Right now, I'm not
interested.
A
bandwagoner. That sounds like the lips of a bandwagoner, and I know that's not true about you.
Right now, I'm not interested in watching.
Okay. Okay. If it's been a while since you've visited the Dickerson Park Zoo, guilty as charged. Now's the time to go. I seriously want to go and see the new animals. They just added a few new animals. You can see the lesser kudu and a Chicoan peccary. So kudus are native to Eastern Africa. I've seen them in the wild a million times, and they're the coolest things. I've always seen the greater kudu based on its size. These are the lesser kudus, so they're smaller ones, but think deer, except for a much more unique look. And they're just beautiful, beautiful animals. Anyway, so they got a couple of those. And then they got a new Chicoan peccary that was born earlier this year. And she's getting a mate. So now there's going to be 2. Peccaries are native to South America. And they also have a very unique look. So
nice.
I would call it like a warthog look.
Oh.
But that could be, I mean, you guys could see it and be like, I don't know how this lady got warthog out of that. So take it with a grain of salt. But
where does the zoo shop for animals? I wonder. Do they look on Facebook Marketplace?
No.
Or, where does the zoo? I guess they have a Rolodex of people they can call and say, hey, do you have
it's a whole world. It's a whole
lesser,
yeah, I mean,
a lesser.
Can't you call a journalist in another market? You know what I mean? Like they call zoologists. That's what they do.
All right.
Anyway, I don't know. You remember the kudus. You remember the greater kudus because Ethan one time did go on an African safari.
I did.
He sure did. He sure did.
That was on my bucket list.
It was on his bucket list. It wasn't the greatest one ever or anything for him. Unfortunately, he didn't pray hard enough. That's the problem. Because I went on one the very next year. I've been on several now, but our guide actually said these words. I have never seen the Big Five. That's what they're called, the Big Five, in that short of amount of time in my life. And I was like, that's because I got a praying boy with me. That was my son. And Ethan, meanwhile, like he just thought that they were going to be walking around everywhere. I was like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw some stuff, but we didn't see any action.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, a crocodile eating a rhino or something like that.
Right.
That would have been cool.
And I did, in fact, see a lion eating a greater kudu. And we were like,
tree, right? In a tree?
Oh no, I saw a jaguar eating a jaguar eating it's not an elk, a dik-dik. Nope. A dik-dik. I know. That's what they're called.
I'm not.
Listen, leave me alone. That's what they're called. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not familiar with
that's not it either. That's if I keep talking about it, it's good. The description is going to get stranger and stranger.
All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should move on.
But an impala. That's what it is. An impala. It was eating a jaguar, eating an impala. My friend Bree, she is actually a PA, which is like a physician's assistant. She missed her calling as a photographer because she got the greatest picture. She's probably going to win the National Geographic Photographer of the Year. It was taken on her iPhone, like with one hand, but she got a picture. You know what? I'm going to go find it. And I'm going to repost it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to repost it. It's that good on my Facebook and Instagram at Sarah Forhetz. And I'll send it and we can get it to the Around the Ozarks team as well. So that'll be good. Right. There we go. All right. I'm going to do that. Okay. And then we're going to end with a story. The Nixa Ministerial Alliance is hosting a multi-church, multi-denominational event called A Night of Thanks. It's going to be awesome. Coming up on Tuesday, November 26th at 7:00 at Aldersgate in Nixa. It's going to be a community-wide worship event with all the churches in Nixa, many of them taking part, all teaming up to put this on. So it should be a good time at Aldersgate, November 26th, 7 p.m. Mark the calendar.
That's awesome. Hey, last night I wanted to tell you I was at the Biz 100 Awards from Biz 417 magazine, which is a yearly thing. And they give out awards to business people in the community. It's always a nice event, but it was cool. The winner this year is none other than Johnny Morris. There you see, that's his cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Person of the Year for Biz 417. And his wife Jeannie was there and his daughter Megan were there to accept the award on his behalf because Johnny was in a tree stand and couldn't make it, which totally makes sense. But he sent a video. He shot a selfie video with his phone that afternoon. So yesterday afternoon, he shot the video of him in a tree stand saying, "Thank you to everybody. I hope
that's awesome.
I hope you're having a good time tonight, but I'm out in the woods and I'm honored to win this award. I love the 417 area. It's a place I call home. I couldn't have been a businessman like this without it. But anyway, it was super cool. And it was a fun party, the Biz 417. And nice to be there and to see everybody that I get to see at that event every year, it seems.
Yeah.
But it was a good time and some good hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, I love that because if he were at every event that he was either honored at or invited to, he would not be in a tree stand.
Yeah. That's all he would do.
So good for him.
But listen, I talked with his wife, Jeannie, and guess what?
What?
She watches Around the Ozarks.
No, she doesn't.
She does. That's what she said.
She lied to you.
Huh?
She's not telling you the truth. She was trying to make you feel good in the moment.
Well, she may have been humoring me, but I took it seriously and I thanked her. I don't know. I doubt that Johnny watches, but he probably gets it secondhand from Jeannie. What else going on around?
She watches
Around the Ozarks. Yeah.
Hi, Jeannie. That's really cool.
Yeah, she's great. She's great.
She's great.
So even if she was just saying that to humor me, she had to know it exists. So that's something.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yes.
we appreciate you watching,
Yes.
if indeed you are, Jeannie.
Yeah. And I should say, yeah, I mean, we get why you wouldn't be there because, yeah, if you or why he wouldn't be there. I'm glad that she appeared on his behalf, though. That's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was great.
So, okay. Oh, yeah. Before we go, our contest. I don't want to forget that. AroundTheOzarks.com. Click on contest, scroll down to Branson Bowl, and there you will find a place for this week's keyword, which is...
The keyword is productions.
There you go. The keyword is productions, and you will get a signed jersey from the man who blocked what would have been
field goal.
what would have been a game-winning field goal for the Broncos.
Right.
Yes. And you'll get his jersey. And like, how hot off the press is that? Because now he's
Perfect timing.
He's now the rage.
You think we did this on purpose?
Yeah, you would think we purposely did this, but in fact, I think we had the signed jersey the day before he actually blocked the game-winning field goal for the Broncos. So, signed jersey, and then also some custom gear from Branson as the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. So make sure that you play at AroundTheOzarks.com, and then we will draw the winner Thursday afternoon, and we will let you know Friday morning.
Okay. Sounds good.
Did I get all that? That's a lot.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need everybody to stay tuned to the pictures of the greater kudu in the lion's mouth, as well as the jaguar eating the impala from the tree.
It's Jaguar.
Yeah. Look at Instagram at Sarah Forhetz, Facebook at Sarah Forhetz News, I believe. And then I'm going to send it to the team right now at Around the Ozarks, and they can put it on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page as well. And I can take the credit for shooting one of the pictures. The other one I'm stealing from my friend Bree, because again, it was like out the Jeep on her cell phone, and it's like National Geographic quality. So, all right. Until tomorrow, folks.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow. Thanks for listening. And we appreciate you being with us.
Bye.